Hello and welcome to another reaction bonus episode of Snack Break, the perfect podcast pop on while preparing your cup of tea or ideal snack or beverage. Today we are going to be reacting to the first trailer for Spider-Man Noir. For those unaware, this is a Spider-Man Spider-Verse spin-off show that stars Nicolas Cage as the titular character, the character who was introduced in both Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and later Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. This looks to be a really exciting project. We've got both an authentic black and white teaser trailer and a true hue full color teaser trailer. I'm not sure which we're going to go with. The first one that's come up here is the authentic black and white, so I guess we'll go with that, but they're going to be releasing both versions. It comes out May 27th, and without further ado, let's see what they have to show for themselves.
Tell me why.
You already know how it ends.
It's already so 1920s. Quite spooky.
Ticks. Dots.
Oh, it's gonna be so cool to see a new take
Pulses.
on the spider sets, getting the spider
I
powers.
manage to suppress them. Most of the time.
What's going on, Ben?
Ooh. Flip, this is intense.
Wait, what the hell happened to him?
I beat up some guys and and I got plastered.
Wow. Ooh. This is very different. With no power. Comes no responsibility. Oh, I'm getting shivers.
What are you thinking about over there?
Bit of an existential crisis, if I'm honest.
And there's the mask.
Struck a nerve, huh?
He's such a different Spider-Man already, and it's amazing. Oh, look at him go! Spider Noir. There's two ways: authentic black and white, true hue, full color. Oh, very nice. That is very exciting indeed. Just while I discuss some of my thoughts, it is the same trailer in true hue. So I'll just play that on in the background as we discuss, or as I discuss some of my thoughts. But immediately it's actually I'm not sure which version I'm going to watch now, because now I'm trying to discuss this here, but maybe I will just go for the black and white version, because the black and white version is it's immediately so 1920s, and with the whole true hue concept, you can tell they're still going for very much in their coloring, in their use of coloring. They're still going for the 1920s aesthetic, but the fact of the use of black and white, I think, really emphasizes that very nicely. Whether I don't watch the full show, don't know how many episodes it's going to be in black and white, and that level of intensity for those episodes, for that length of episodes and that length of time, I don't know. But nonetheless, this looks to already be a really exciting show. We don't know much about the plot itself. There have been leaks, but I'm just going to go straight off here with what the teaser trailer gives us. It seems to be dealing a lot, actually, with, or a little bit at least, with how Spider-Man gets his, or Spider-Noir, I should say, gets his powers, which I think is really interesting. It looks like it could be jumping back and forth in time to a time where he's more experienced, non-linear narrative, where at one point he's more experienced as Spider-Man, perhaps after Across the Spider-Verse. We don't know exactly how this is going to play into Spider-Verse things. Be brutally honest, I think my guess is that this won't play into things. This immediately looks like a very different series, even to anything we've seen in Spider-Verse and anything we've seen in the MCU. So my guess is that it's not going to tie in with Spider-Verse directly. Perhaps there'll be a small few references here and there, but overall, I don't think there's going to be a lot going on. But we do know that this is, or I believe we do know, this is Spider-Noir from Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. That same character, that same version of the same character. So whether or not we find out where this fits into the timeline, I just don't know. But overall, I have to say I'm immediately very impressed by this. It's a year where it looks like we're going to be eating well for Spider-Man content, with Spider-Man Brand New Day, Spider-Noir here, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man 2, which I really enjoyed the first season of that last year, and it looks like season 2's been going to be giving us a lot more. And of course, Well, we've got Avengers Doomsday as well, which we don't know if Spider-Man's in that yet. But of course, the big one, bigger than all of those combined, is Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, season 5. It's going to be cinema. No, in all seriousness, no. In a year where we are getting a lot of Spider-Man content, and hey, I'm absolutely here for it, this seems to be something very different. It seems to be quite violent. It seems to be quite intense. And it's sort of got this almost a body horror vibe with some of the way he seems to be reacting to getting the spider sense and that element of things. And the whole origin story of Spider-Man, and certainly one who isn't Peter Parker, isn't something that has been explored for at least a few years now. And I feel like Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man did touch on the origin a little bit, but not so much where I'm like, ooh, can't be bothered with the origin again, I'm so bored of the origin. Which I know is a point some people got to, and fairly understandably, when you've had several Spider-Man iterations in quite quick succession. But this looks to be a very different take on the tale of Spider-Man. It's not even called Spider-Man, it's Spider-Noir, and just it's very different. That's the full takeaway here. And I have to say, I'm very glad that we're going to be getting a lot of action. Very glad that we're going to be getting him doing a mix of sort of not so Spider-Man-y stuff, or traditionally Spider-Man-y, Peter Parker-y stuff in the drinking and the bar fights and all that sort of thing. But also like that shot where he's swinging through the night, through the city. I think that's really, really interesting. And it looks like, of course, they could just be showing us the good bits, but it looks like this is going to be incredibly well shot and something very, very different. I'd honestly forgot, in the year that seems to be offering a lot in terms of superhero content as a whole, I'd almost totally forgot that this yeah, look at that, that's just nice. But anyway, I'd almost totally forgotten that this show was coming out, but color me pretty excited here. It doesn't show us a lot, but it shows us a lot of a little, if you mean. We're getting lots of little snippets of different things, with the takeaway that there's going to be a lot of action. We're going to get a new interpretation of the origin story potentially, and also, or a sort of new interpretation in how the character reacts to it. And also, we're going to just be getting a very different take on Spider-Man, which I am all here for. Those are my thoughts, though, my very quick post-reaction thoughts for the first teaser trailer for Spider-Noir. But what do you think? If you want to let us know, you can email the show at hwsnapbreakpodcast@gmail.com, or you can leave your comments either in the YouTube comment section or the Spotify comment section. For now, though, I've been Bendigo Blue. Obviously, all rights for Spider-Noir go to Prime Video and the associated studios. This has been Huncrap Production. See you soon, stay safe, have a good day. Bye.